Hey YouTube, I hope you can hear me. My heater is going on and it's really loud, and the fan on my computer is very loud, so I'm trying to speak up but not too loud because I don't want to wake up my daughter. Anyway, today is January 4th, 2011, so Happy New Year everybody. I hope everyone had a fun and safe New Year. My husband and I, we just sat here at the house. I made some cocktail weenies and some chips and dip, things like that. And we watched a movie together and ended up falling asleep before the New Year's actually happened. What can I say? We were both tired. We're parents. But oh well. It was still a nice evening, nice quiet evening with my husband, which I enjoyed that. But I am now 16 weeks pregnant, 16 weeks and 4 days. I told you I would update after I had my ultrasound appointment, which will be a week ago tomorrow. So I apologize again for being late. With having a daughter already and having a job and being a wife and all that stuff, video blog isn't quite on the top of my priority list, but I do plan on continuing through the rest of my pregnancy as long as I can anyway. But anyway, the main reason for the appointment, which I'm sure I've already said before, was to check on the cyst, see if it's gotten any bigger, see if there are any other issues. So far, I don't know. The technician wouldn't tell me anything. She said the doctor had to be the one to tell me, which I have an appointment tomorrow. It's my 16-week checkup, and I'm sure she'll just tell me then whether or not it's gotten any bigger, if it's something we need to worry about. To me personally, it didn't look any bigger. Honestly, I don't know. But the baby's healthy, moving all around, and they didn't do a whole lot of measurements or anything like that, just because they'll be doing another ultrasound in a couple of weeks to get the full, measurement of the anatomy and everything like that. But they were able to tell me the sex of the baby. My husband and daughter were both there, and we were so excited because we are having a little boy. We're so excited because we've got our girl and now we get our boy. We're so happy. It's just, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would have been perfectly fine with a girl, but I was hoping for a boy, and so was my husband apparently. I didn't know that until we found out, and then he was just like, I think he was more excited about this time around than he was with Lily, because he wanted a boy the first time. So now he gets his boy, and no more babies. This is as far as I want to go. I didn't want more than 2 to begin with, and they just happen to be a little bit closer than what we had planned, and it's just perfect that it's a boy. So, and I'm sorry that I look really pale. It's winter time, so I mean I'm pale year round anyway, but I don't have any makeup on, so I look like crap today. Sorry. Anyway, oh, and I didn't show you my belly last time. I was running really close on time, so I'll show you today. Still haven't gained any weight. Well, I've gained maybe like 1.5, 2 pounds, something like that, something insignificant. And there's my belly. And there's my man. He's my little boy in there. I don't feel like my boobs are getting any bigger yet anyway. So that's my 6-week, almost 16, I'm sorry, not 6, 16 and a half week belly. I have gotten bigger, obviously. I'm still able to fit into my regular clothes, just have to keep them unbuttoned. Some of my shirts are getting too tight, where they're starting to be more like belly shirts, so I have to be careful what shirts I wear, which is wonderful. And I'm not really feeling him move as often as I would like to. When I was pregnant with Lily, around this time, well, around this time is when I started to feel her for the very first time. And before we even had our ultrasound with her to find out the sex, which was 18 weeks, she was able to kick hard enough, not often, but hard enough to where my husband, we weren't married at the time, but he could feel it if he put his hand on my belly. And I'm hardly ever feeling this baby move, and it's still hard to tell whether it's the baby or just gas. Sometimes it'll feel like he's kind of pushing up against the uterine wall, so it just kind of feels like pressure more than movement. But so far that's it. So I still don't feel pregnant yet, because once he starts moving, like, I know I'm pregnant, obviously, but I feel like once he starts moving around more frequently, like with my daughter, she was very, very active. I feel like once he starts moving more, I'll feel more pregnant instead of just feeling fat. I'm sure I'll still feel fat, but at least I'll know it's for good reason. And also, by this time last pregnancy, I believe I had already gained at least like 10 pounds. So, feeling good about that one. Not having to gain any weight yet so far. And I'm hoping that it continues this way. I hope that the baby's healthy and everything, but I would be perfectly okay with the fact that I don't gain any fat at all in this pregnancy. I know you have to gain weight. Obviously, the baby's going to be growing, and there's more blood volume and more uterine tissue and all that fun stuff. I just don't want to gain any weight myself, fat-wise, whatever, because I worked so stinking hard to get that weight off from being pregnant with Lily. I'm just ready I just don't want to gain it back. So I'm really being careful. I mean, it's also hopeful that I really haven't been super hungry with this pregnancy. Like, I haven't been craving things usually. I mean, like with Lily, I wanted sweets all the time, like donuts and pastries and things that are super fattening. But with this pregnancy, like, I'm still having the food aversions where things just don't taste the same. They don't taste as good. The only things that I really enjoy still are spicy foods, things like that. Generally, spicy foods, depending on what it is, aren't near as fattening as what, like, pastry is, so I got lucky. So that's kind of how I knew I was having a boy, too. I mean, I just had this gut instinct that it was going to be a boy, mainly because of the fact that my food aversions, like, a lot of things about this pregnancy aren't the same, but it's an old wives' tale, but I agree with it. So if you're waiting to find out what the sex of your baby is, kind of think about what you've been craving. If it's something sweet, it might be a girl. If it's something salty or spicy, maybe it's a boy. You never know. Let me know. If that works out for you, let me know. I'm kind of anxious to see if anyone else has that too. Oh, and also when they did the ultrasound, they found out the baby is just ahead of schedule, just a couple of days, not enough to where they actually changed my due date. But according to the ultrasound, the due date is June 14th, which is my husband's birthday, and he's not happy about that. He does not want to share his birthday. That's his special day, which I agree. I don't want to have two boys on the same birthday. Lord, they're going to be just alike. I hope not. Anyway. Okay, I'll stop for now. I don't know when the next time I'll update, honestly. If something significant happens at my appointment tomorrow, I'll make another one, probably within the week. But we'll see. Talk to you guys later. Bye.